Quantum social dynamics, the new reality. Imagine that every person in society is not just an individual, but a quantum particle in a vast quantum system. Human thoughts, emotions, and social connections exist in a state of social qubits, meaning they simultaneously occupy all possible social states until something or someone forces the system to choose one outcome. When people interact, they don't just exchange information. They become quantum entangled. Their decisions begin influencing each other instantaneously, even across thousands of kilometers. This explains why some ideas spread as if from nowhere, a phenomenon called idea tunneling. Just as an electron can suddenly appear on the other side of an energy barrier, an obscure internet meme or political slogan can burst into mass consciousness, bypassing the usual logic of gradual dissemination. Artificial intelligence analyzes billions of these quantum social interactions, attempting to predict when society will reach critical coherence, the moment it abruptly transitions from one state to another, like water freezing in an instant. But there's a problem: the uncertainty principle of society. The more precisely AI measures collective sentiment through social media, search queries, surveillance, the more it alters the reality it's trying to study. For example, if an algorithm declares society stable and feeds people corresponding content, it may inadvertently trigger waves of satisfaction that mask underlying tension. Conversely, a prediction of unrest could become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Thus, entire nations exist in a Schrodinger's cat state, simultaneously stable and unstable, until an election, scandal, or disaster forces the system to collapse into one definitive scenario. Governments trying to control such systems resemble scientists struggling to stabilize a quantum particle without destroying it. Meanwhile, AI becomes a kind of quantum shaman, not just analyzing data, but navigating the shadows of possible futures where every choice branches into countless realities. Politics and dictatorships in the age of quantum social dynamics. In a world governed by these rules, traditional control tools fail. Dictators can no longer rely on mere censorship. They must maintain a superposition of beliefs, where the population simultaneously accepts and rejects propaganda. Political technocrats use AI to locate coherence tipping points, where minimal intervention triggers a desired collapse of public opinion. The greatest danger? These systems can fabricate the illusion of freedom, masking how choices are pre-programmed by quantum influence algorithms. Marketing and advertising, quantum consumer manipulation. Ad agencies now exploit quantum purchasing effects, where buying decisions emerge instantly, skipping traditional steps like need recognition or comparison. AI leverages idea tunneling to bypass critical thought, implanting ads directly into the subconscious. The most successful campaigns operate on quantum entanglement, forging invisible bonds between brands and emotions, where merely analyzing a purchase alters its likelihood. Culture in the quantum coherence era. Art is now generated by algorithms attuned to the wave function of aesthetic preferences. Viral songs, memes, and shows aren't just trends. They're stationary states of collective consciousness. AI detects cultural resonances, where a single melody satisfies millions of divergent tastes until direct experience collapses these possibilities into a definitive impression. Society as a quantum lab for AI. Social networks are massive quantum experiments. Every like or repost acts as a measurement that alters the system's state. AI constructs a social wave function to predict events, from revolutions to fashion trends, yet its observations inevitably distort the reality it studies. Instant information spread, quantum idea teleportation. When information outpaces traditional diffusion mechanisms, it mirrors quantum teleportation. Memes, fake news, or protest sentiments engulf millions near simultaneously, as if linked by entanglement. AI learns to detect these quantum social jumps, where where data transcends space-time barriers, explaining why modern crises, pandemics, financial crashes, unfold at unprecedented speeds. Quantum computers as social simulators. Systems like Google's Sycamore could unlock social dynamics by modeling social qubits in full complexity. They might predict when discontent reaches critical mass or optimize policy rollouts to minimize resistance. But a paradox remains. The more accurately we simulate society, the more we disrupt it. Quantum computing could pioneer a new form of governance. But are we ready to live in a world where free will is just one thread in a multidimensional wave function? This new reality blurs the lines between physics, technology, and society. We may be witnessing the birth of civilization's first quantum epoch. And if this theory holds even partially, we're no longer mere users of social networks. We're components of a planet-sized quantum computer calculating its own destiny.
FutureMind. Imagine the future,